we're back, AdventureBlur here. As you likely already know, I am a huge NiGHTS fan. The series, which is unfortunately only 2 games, is just really well done. But the longer it is since Journey of Dreams' release, the less and less likely a sequel is to happen. But what would happen if there was a sequel? If NiGHTS 3 was announced tomorrow, what would I want to see in the game? Well, let's go over just that and let's get started. Let's start things off with easily the most important one in my eyes. Get the controls right. Controls are always crucial for any game, but NiGHTS is a somewhat special case. The first game used a special 3D Saturn controller. You could use a regular Saturn controller, but it's a lot harder to play. Journey of Dreams, the Wii sequel, had 2 control options as well. GameCube, which worked fine, and the Wii Remote, which also works fine about 95% of the time. The other 5% of the time, both games had good and bad when it came to their controls, and a new game would have to get it right immediately. Sega has always liked the idea of motion controls for NiGHTS. Air NiGHTS was supposed to be a motion control Dreamcast game, and Journey of Dreams was made for the Wii. Motion controls aren't inherently bad, but giving players another option should definitely happen, and it needs to be more than just the tacked on GameCube option in Journey. If I was to make NiGHTS 3, then I would release it for the Switch and give players the option of both motion controls using the Joy-Cons and a regular control scheme using 2 controllers, or even the Pro Controller. Now that we have that obvious choice out of the way, let's go on to the story, which I have a few ideas. First off, no Wise Man. I get it. Wise Man is the series' big bad. He's the Bowser to NiGHTS' Mario, the Eggman to NiGHTS' Sonic. But do we really need him? He was the main villain for the first and second game, so why make him the villain of the third when more can be done with the world? I say let him be gone for most, if not the entire game. According to the Japanese manual for the original NiGHTS, Wise Man is a visitor to Nightopia just like the kids. But unlike them, he lost all of his ideas. So him being a visitor could easily explain why he's gone from this supposed NiGHTS 3. Plus, using him as an example throughout the game as why the idiots are so precious would work a lot better than him just returning again. Have the game be about Riala trying to bring him back or replace him as the leader of the Nightmarans, and let his role be of some great evil that could return if the Dreamers aren't careful. Takashi Iizuka has said in an interview that they only wanted to keep Riala and Wise Man when making Journey of Dreams, and decided pretty early on to create new and unique Nightmarans for the game. So I say do it again. Maybe have Wise Man show up at the very end in a cutscene or something, but don't give him a boss fight. You could say Riala should be left out as well, but I feel like Riala has enough story potential to stick around for another game. Plus I just need any excuse to hear Riala's theme again. So yeah, no Wise Man. Now NiGHTS as a series is not super story driven. Most of the story has less to do with Nightopia and more to do with the kids that are dreaming. In the original Saturn game it was Claris and Elliot, and them overcoming their personal issues as Claris has a song audition she's nervous about, and Elliot is dealing with issues with basketball. In Journey of Dreams it was Helen and Will dealing with personal problems, but this time about their parents and trust in others. Each game keeps these problems and themes and uses them throughout the game, and I think they should keep that, but change it slightly. The first 2 games have the girl deal with something music, and the boy deal with something to do with sports. For NiGHTS 3, they should switch it up. Have the girl be the sports player, maybe tennis or baseball, and the boy should be the musician. How about piano or guitar? It's a very subtle change, but I think it will do a lot for the game and make it stand out from the first 2. Speaking of the kids, do more with their platforming. In the first one, you could only play as the kids if you don't dualize with NiGHTS. Journey of Dreams did try to improve this by giving them their own special stages, to mixed results. Of course, NiGHTS should be the most important part of the game and its gameplay, but why not improve the platforming for the kids and give them more to do? Add secrets to the world, more stuff to do with the Nighttopian A-Life. Allow you to start as the kids automatically without some sort of cutscene or some sort of timer you have to worry about. These are very little things Sega could do that would greatly improve the game. Finally, there's Knights gameplay, which I don't have too much to add. I think both the first and second game, despite all their differences, did a great job and nailed it already, so there's not too much to change. Keep the persona masks from Journey of Dreams and maybe add more to them. Maybe make it to where Knights can run on the ground if you fly close to certain planes, kind of like how Knights does in the intro to Journey. Outside of that, I think more co-op and multiplayer options for the game would be greatly appreciated. So far, all they've really done is mostly just versus races and battles as Knights, which is great, but could have more. What if you could choose which character you play as? Knights, of course, is an option, but they could have Riala, Jackal, Chameleon, heck, even the Owl from Journey would work. Add some online features that I say would be a great addition to the game and its replay value. And those are all my wishes for Knights 3, if it ever happens. I hope it happens. Please, Sega, make it happen. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you think of my choices. If you have similar ideas or even more ideas, then please let me know. Like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And as always, this is AdventureBlur, and I will see you next time.